Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Done. 180. 57. Hey, watch the slant.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Agholor. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Wentz now on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Pernell McPhee, always a threat to find the QB, and he gets to him there. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wentz completes it to Agholor. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
82.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. This is caught by Jackson. They'll be taken down, but not before Eagle first down. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Here's Sanders, and that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That'll go as a loss of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Agholor has it. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 33.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing, so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. And he will have the 1st down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another 1st down on the pickup of 5 yards. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, they run with Howard. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
To throw, it's Wentz. He's got it complete to Perkins. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, Ingram. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down." They love being physical.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So 5 yards there as one of the big guys up front moves.
And in a 4-3 front, you got the 2 defensive tackles right near the football. I know there's a lot of movement around there, but they're always taught to have one eye on the football. Apparently, that didn't happen.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. I got one. Shift. Check 31. Check 31. Check, 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 check.
On second down, it's Ingram. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports.
Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping. 61. Mike, let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 50 over 53. I'm going to run you over.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And they still need 6 yards here on third down after the penalty. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They only need a yard here. Third down and 1 after the penalty. After the penalty, it's Ingram. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down. On first down, Ingram. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. On second down now, it's Ingram. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he's got Snead. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Rush in. 53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Check. Say.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And we have action on the scoreboard just before halftime. It's 3-0. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
5-9. Line 36. Hey, wahoo! I'm here all day. Watch 36. 36 to Mike. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. 81. 6. Line 36.
A final shot before half for Wentz. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. This is taken to the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Ingram again. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Sliding out of the pocket. He finds Roberts, complete. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through, picking up the first.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. A run there on first down, and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Let's go, baby. We turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball. Kill. Hey, turn it out. Undercrush. Short. Pass it.
From just shy of midfield, Jackson flush to his right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Go. Ready? Right here. Double time.
From midfield, here's Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Wentz on target there to Jeffrey, and he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Wentz. This short throw caught by Goddard. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Check 26. 5-7. Smooth. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. 46 down, man. 5-4. Go. Go. Check Mike 99. Mike 99. Got wide. I got wide.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz. He'll hit Jackson complete. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Wentz now 15 out of 17 through the air, only 2 incompletions. It's first down. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Caught by the tight end Ertz. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a play fake. Wentz.
Come on,
Incomplete,
baby.
almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. It would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down. The Eagles on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, 5-7.
On play action, it's Wentz. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Chris Wormley drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Hey, exit.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. And you just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Check 50, check 50. Slip out, slam.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He uncorks it for Snead. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I tell you what, it's kind of hard to imagine. They have not scored a single point And yet they're in this position, a touchdown drive here, and they're in the lead.
Normally, when you have 0 on your side of the ledger on the scoreboard, you're a little bit discouraged. But when they look over and see their opponents, they don't see a number that's way out there. They don't see a number they can't attain. In fact, they can get it right here on this drive and potentially take the lead.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. This is Howard on second down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Wentz. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Set, play. 53. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Hey.
They'll run on first down. Ingram. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Ingram. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Bang, 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 bang. Let's pop. Mike, it's a party now. No. Shoot. Switch it. Come on, switch it. He's good there. He's checking.
Here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run. It's Mark Ingram. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Ingram, and here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 2, and that's good enough to just about write a finish to this one.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say, it's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket, and that's what they've got going forward.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard